A bit of a progress today. I've kind of figured out the 25-inch curve here and where these turnouts for the ladder are supposed to kind of go. I kind of rearranged the ladder here, so there's the main line, and so the main line is split into the siding here, but then it splits off here to go into the Pier 1 and Pier 2. And I think maybe that's a better arrangement than having the main split into separate branch, and then one is going to the siding and one is going to the piers. This way kind of like, I suppose the siding has its own turnout directly off of main. Although it had it over there too. Whatever. I got more cork over there glued, so. But I want to do something else. Well, like a quick mail call. This is what I got from Amazon. It's foam clay, and I've seen it someplace. I can't even remember where somebody was talking about it. And I'm going to try it because it's sort of an alternative to using plaster or, like the usual routes of sculpt mold and whatnot. And I'm thinking to go over there where I need to make the incline or decline, and I'll just use the pink foam to sort of create the basic landform or just the steps, and then use the foam clay to fill it in and then shape the hillside or whatnot. And I mean, as I said, it's air dry, non-toxic, it's flexible, it's odor-free, moldable. I mean, what else can you want? And you can stick trees into it and whatnot. But also I want to use this for any other place where, because like terrain is never flat unless it's, I don't know, man-made or something like paved or has a concrete surface. So I was thinking to use this as a sort of hilly and just a uneven surface material. So even between the tracks or around between like areas and whatnot, you can use this rather than using the pink foam and then cutting with a knife and making a mess, or using the hot knife and then inhaling toxic fumes and stuff. This is non-toxic and they're dry, so you just sculpt it like you would sculpt clay. But I mean, I've never worked with it, so we'll see how it goes. Anyways, that's it for now. If you're interested, try it out. Amazon has it. It's not expensive. I mean, it's like whatever. And I bought 2 bags because you buy one and then you realize you need another one. There we go. More to come. Let's do an interim progress report. As you can see, I've added more cork all the way around the peninsula and to the bypass. So what I have left is that incline into the yard. Yard doesn't need cork because already has it. Just need to fix the track to it. So I've been going around and adding this cork pieces from a sheet of cork, a new old stock. Good luck finding that nowadays. I had this sheet since 2019, I think, or something like that. So I've been adding pieces of cork underneath the turnouts, any place that the main line is branching off into a siding or into a spur. Because I figured, you see, like once I add a turnout, I won't be able to squeeze this in and then press it down and everything. And I will need to sand this down to the N-scale cork, because remember, I'm going to use N-scale cork as the sidings and spur roadbed, just to make an offset difference between the main line and the other sidings or spurs. So yeah, and you can see here how this cork is different because this is sanded prior and this is not sanded yet. So I gotta go around and sand all the way over there into that. Oops, in that. And over there. I've added a connection to the helix as well. So what's left here now is this incline. I'm going to try to cut it out of the pink foam. And that's about, I don't know, 2% maybe, 1 point something. Close to 2 probably. It's supposed to come out from there and then climb up to that It's 1¼ inch. Yeah, 1/2 inch and 3/4. So I don't know. This is the yard lead here. It's kind of short. You can't pull a full train out. It's not intended to be used as a full train. You're supposed to do cuts of cars. So the yard's supposed to have cuts for various destinations or whatnot. My question that I have still in my head is whether I should keep this lead at the same height as the yard and then have the main line descend down, or descend the lead as well along with the main line. I'm not sure what would look better. Let's take a look at what has been done so far. I'd say, I guess, 95% done. 90. Principal cork laying is done. I still have the incline into the yard to do, but that's, I gotta cut the pink foam and then fill with that. But otherwise, all the corks down. Not just the main line, all the sidings. Except for, I guess, places where there is concrete, for example, here at the Lockport, and this industry here, I'm still not clear. This is supposed to be oil, petrochemical, something, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna put that or if I'm gonna put the intermodal there. That all depends on whether I go up here or not, because one of the ideas we're tossing around here was to not put the upper level on the peninsula, and then on the upper level just cut across and then go directly to this side, and then leave this open and then have a tall backdrop. And same goes for the grain elevator in Willow Creek. That depends on what kind of elevator I built there, and so I didn't put the cork there, but all the other sidings are there. I mean, the farm and equipment dealer here, farm equipment dealer, the industries in Lockport, then the brewery here, and the creamery over there, or whatever dairy thingy. And then the siding, this is gonna be a pulp loading and unloading spur, just like, simple thing. And then I was fiddling around with some of the station houses or depots. One's gonna go there. Actually, it was supposed to be further in, but this siding is not this way. I don't know how did this end up being, because in the plan it looks like that the station is further into the benchwork, close to the middle of the benchwork, and here it's not. But whatever. It's just a stop for the passenger trains. So the other one, well, you actually won't see ever the front of it because it's facing the back towards the aisle. And here we have a station track, and we have another industry with a team track, actually, with a crane or something, like just a simple hand-operated thingy for loading and unloading things. It's gonna be a ramp and stuff, whatever, so maybe street here or there or whatever. And then we have that incline into the yard that needs to be done next. So this looks pretty cool. There's a lot of work and effort to get to this point. Still needs to be sanded because the transitions between HO cork and N-scale cork are still rough, so I need to sand this in. But there is a lot of them, so I just figured I'm gonna lay all the cork and then I'm gonna sand everything in one shot rather than piecemealing it. So I think that's my next project, and the incline over there. Final update on the incline here. It's done, both tracks. We opted to put the yard lid as well on the same height or similar. Actually, it appears that the yard lid is slightly lower than the the main line, but that's because I used the N-scale cork. I made a mistake and I started with the HO cork, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm using N-scale cork for siding and stuff, so I had to peel it off and stuff, but it was okay. And there is enough gap here between the two tracks now, so I can fill it up with that foam, sculpting foam that I bought from Amazon, and I can make a ditch, and I'm just gonna like put a embankment here or something to kind of like, and then a bumper or something. So that's ready there, but let's go over there, the other side, because I started sanding cork, the roadbed cork, and it's kind of going slow. I mean, I'm kind of out of breath too, and I'm in shorts and short sleeves, and it's -8 degrees Celsius outside, so it's a lot of work. I think I'm gonna pull out a power tool and forget the hand block for sanding, because there is all this and all that to be sanded, and I don't want to spend the whole night sanding cork roadbed. So I'm just gonna get my rotary sander and then see how far that gets me. If it makes too much dust, then I'm just gonna abandon that and go back to the hand block, but I think it's gonna go faster with the power tool. So stay tuned for more. Let's take one final look. You're not gonna watch the paint dry. It stinks because it's cheap paint, but it's necessary. But the final look is that, because after this there's track, where you can see how sloppy of a job I've done, because really doesn't really matter. All it needs to do is just seal this cork so it doesn't flake. Otherwise, once we get the track over it and then ballast, you won't even see or know that there's something there. You wouldn't even know what's underneath, what's the roadbed once you ballast it. Could be anything. So I'm gonna conclude this project here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me so far. And until next time.